Hello, my name is Megan Davis and I am the Team Manager for the Cwm Taf Morgannwg Advocacy Service provided by TGP Cymru. Thank you for taking the time today to read and hear our presentation. Our aim is to explore the active offer of advocacy and how to make the active offer referral. Advocacy is about promoting children and young people's views, wishes and feelings to ensure they are taken into account and acted upon during any decision-making processes. The principle of advocacy is enshrined in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. It is about representing children and young people, being on their side, upholding their rights and not working from a best interest perspective. We provide independent professional advocacy, meaning we do not play any other role in the lives of the children and young people we work with, and we are independent of any other persons or services. The advocate's role is, at the request of the child or young person, often to support them to express their wish to stop something, change something, or start something. We often use this traffic light symbol to help them to understand. Advocacy and independent professional advocacy services in Wales have undergone much change in the last 10 years, leading to today where we have a national approach to statutory advocacy here in Wales. In 2012, the then Children's Commissioner Keith Towler reported in Missing Voices the many flaws in the provision of advocacy services in Wales. The national approach will ensure that these flaws are addressed and ensure a standardised advocacy provision regardless of where in Wales a young person lives. In 2014, the Social Services and Wellbeing Act placed advocacy on a statutory footing, and the law now states that children and young people have the right to say what they think should happen when adults are making decisions that affect them. The active offer of advocacy is a new element to the statutory advocacy provision. It involves the designated meeting between an advocate and a child or young person. Children and young people become eligible for the active offer when they become a looked-after child or enter the child protection arena. Children aged 5 and over are automatically eligible for the service. Children under 5 are assessed on a case-by-case basis by their social worker and can be referred if it is felt they would be able to understand the information shared in the meeting. TGP Cymru advocates aim to meet consenting young people as soon as possible, ideally before their initial LAC review or initial child protection case conference. In order to do this, advocates are reliant on case-holding social workers making the active offer referral as soon as possible. During the active offer of advocacy meeting, we provide children and young people with lots of information about advocacy in general and other services they can use for support. Following the active offer referral, the advocate will arrange to meet with the young person at a time and place that is comfortable for them. This will usually be a face-to-face meeting, but a virtual meeting can also be held if preferred. When the active offer meeting has taken place, the advocate will inform, with the child or young person's consent, the referrer the outcome of the meeting. This will usually be either the active offer meeting has taken place but the child or young person does not want to access issue-based independent professional advocacy at this time, or the active offer meeting took place and the child or young person would like to access the issue-based service. If the child or young person does want independent professional advocacy, TGP Cymru will provide an independent professional advocate until the issue has been resolved or reaches a satisfactory conclusion. To make any advocacy referral, including the active offer referral, the referrer must have consent from the child or young person. The young person doesn't have to agree to work with an advocate long-term or have a particular issue to discuss. They must, however, agree to the advocate contacting them and arranging to talk to them about advocacy. Below are some examples of what a social worker might say to a young person when discussing the active offer. If the young person is unsure about meeting with an advocate or would like some time to think about it, it's important that the social worker makes a note of this and revisits the active offer with the young person again. The social worker can also leave a TGP Cymru advocacy leaflet with a child or young person and explain they can contact the advocacy service themselves if they want to. They can also share the following short film made by young people about the active offer and its benefits. There are several ways to refer to TGP Cymru. The online referral form can be found on the TGP Cymru website. You can email a referral form to Cwm Taf Morgannwg at tgpcymru.org.uk, or social workers or anyone can make the referral by phone. This usually takes about 10 minutes, and the best days to ring are Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays when we have admin support. If there is no answer, someone will return your call as soon as possible. TGP Cymru advocates aim to deliver the active offer of advocacy meeting within 5 working days of the referral being made. Feedback from children and young people is really important to us, and we're keen to share what some of them have said about our service. One young person said, "I know she's going to help me, to get all my feelings and worries from me." Another said, "Advocacy made a difference because I always knew I had someone to talk to when I needed it the most." Another said, "Advocacy made a difference to me because he was with me the whole way." And another said, "I feel more included in decisions because I have an extra person to help me." On this slide, we present some of the fantastic outcomes we see for children and young people who access our services. Here's how to get in touch with us if you have any questions about the services we provide. Thanks very much for listening.